following broadcast is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Cameras are ready. The headset is on. It's game time.
And good evening and welcome back to the Hive as the Perham Yellowjackets get ready to take on the Pelican Rapids Vikings in another Heart of the Lakes Conference clash here tonight at the Hive. I'm Jason Grohl, joined by Mitch Anderson for this contest here tonight. The Yellowjackets with a record of 10-6 taking on the Vikings with a record of 14-5. Mitch, and this is a rematch from a game in Pelican that the Vikings just really rolled and picking up a 30-point victory.
Yeah, it's certainly a game the Yellowjackets would just soon forget about, and I think they have a mission tonight to probably change things from that first game. That was just one that everything that could go wrong went wrong, and hats off to Pelican that night. They just played an outstanding game from tip to finish, and Perm just never got anything going. So I think both teams come in tonight with a little different mentality. Perm obviously wanting to kind of right the ship from that first round, and Pelican hoping to get out of here with a second win against Perm.
This is a game that you talk about the Heart of the Lakes Conference standings. It's big there where Pelican Rapids and DGF in the loss column are tied with one loss, and then it's Perham right behind at 5-2. But it's also a big one when you look at the Section 8 2A standings.
Yeah, both of those conference and section standings are important, and even the conference standings plays into the section standings if it gets into a tiebreaker situation. So we're winding down here, the last 7-8 games of the year, and every one of them is going to be critical. And you look at the remainder of Perm's schedule, they don't have an easy one left. Every one is going to be a battle, and I know the mentality there with Coach Cressup is to sharpen up and get ready for playoff time, but it's going to be a dogfight here for the next 2-3 weeks leading into section play. As
we look at that first game, really tough one though, there's some things that you might be able to take away. I know you try to flush it away, but if you're Perham, what are some things you might take away, especially when you see a Pelican Rapids squad the second time?
Well, I think just to stop the runs, and that was really the deal, that first round. 10-point game, I think it was at halftime, and it got away from them early in the second half. And Pelican can get you from so many different angles. And like I said earlier, everybody played well that night. They were hitting threes, they were breakaway dunks. They had everything rolling. And for Perm, they just need to stop those runs and play Perm basketball. Control the tempo, get good looks, and keep this thing tight. And don't let Pelican get on their big runs like they did.
Our starting lineups tonight for both squads brought to you by Lakes Ace Hardware. First for the Pelican Rapids Vikings, starting at a guard, a 6'3" senior, number 2, Braden Ecker. Starting at a forward, a 6'2" junior, number 11, Tanner Tellerud. Starting at a guard, a 5'10" sophomore, number 15, Timmy Guler. At a forward spot, a 6'2" junior, number 20, Hunter Williams. And at forward, a 6'6" junior, number 30, Ian Fay. The Vikings head coach, John Gullingsrud, he's assisted by Adam Johnson, Andy Johnson, Dave Rund, and Derek Nelson. Yellowjackets familiar 5 will go with Micah Thompson, a 6'4" junior guard, Chaz Melvin, a 6' senior guard, a 6'3" junior guard, and Soren Anderson, a 5'10" senior guard, and Marcus Belka, and a 6'2" junior by Jacob Daniels. Some interesting matchups there for the Yellowjackets, and you look at what on the Pelican Rapids side, you definitely look at what Timmy Guler has to bring to the table for the Vikings.
Yeah, he's certainly their leader. He's the quarterback on their football team that had a great season, and you can just tell they kind of go with him on the basketball court as well. So that'll be another key for Perm, is to be able to shut down Timmy Guler And then you look at both sides, they bring a lot of length. You know, Micah Thompson's a 6'4" guard that can play post. He's long. Soren Anderson 6'3", and then Pelicans littered with 6'6", 6'4", 6'3". So going to be an interesting matchup in matchups for both teams.
Well, we'll take a quick timeout here as the KLN Family Brands pregame show rolls along here.
KLN is home to great companies like Kenny's Candy and Tuffy's Pet Foods. Matt Nagel here. I was raised right here in Lakes Country. Our products are top-notch. Working for a successful, locally owned family business means job security, pride, and a connection to our local communities. Join us at Kenny's Candy. Experience an awesome benefit program, competitive wages, a sign-on bonus, and profit sharing. Shop local, work local. Get started at klnfamilybrands.com or call 347-0525 and ask for Matt.
Hi, I'm Trevor Seaman with United Community Bank, and today we're down at the Gathering Grounds, joined with Ashley Clifton.
Hello.
Ashley, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
What's the best part for you about working with United Community Bank?
Besides just that they believed in me and kind of took a chance on me and helped me get it all together, I think what's more is that they really do support the community. They come in the store all the time. They don't just give us business, but they, encourage our business, buy gift cards in the winter when we're slower to give to other, locals and businesses. So it's just really inspirational for me.
Ready to rock?
Yep.
Welcome back here to the Hive. I'm Jason Grolt and Mitch Anderson. We're just moments away at the start of game number 2. The Yellowjackets looking for a sweep on home court tonight. The girls with a nice victory over Breckenridge, 58-46. Now the boys getting ready to take on Pelican Rapids in a key Heart of the Lakes Conference clash as well as a Section 8 2A clash. You mentioned tiebreakers. They're going to play a big role possibly as how things may go with the QRF standing. So this is a really big game for both teams.
It really is. You look at currently, and things are going to change a lot in the next couple of weeks, but DGF and Perham are in that 1-2 spot. Perham would actually have the edge on that with a win so far in a head-to-head. But then 2 through 7, there's only 4 or 5 QRF points separating all those teams. So when you look at these last 6-7 games of the year, every one of them is critical. And Pelican stumbled a little bit. They got beat by a pretty hot East Grand Forks team on Saturday. So they're coming into this game not wanting to lose 2 in a row, and they want to stay in that contention for a top 4 seed for sure in the section.
And it's very important, like you mentioned, the top 4 seeds. It's now home court advantage through the second round, and then it goes to neutral sites in Detroit Lakes for the semifinals and finals.
Yep, seeded 1 through 16. So a recent change is that the high seed is going to host the first 2 rounds. So if you get a top 4 seed, you're looking at 2 home games if you keep winning. So it'll be a dogfight here, like I said, between 6 to 8 teams here in the next couple of weeks.
So Mitchell, thank you for joining us here tonight. And as we get ready for this contest, you look at Perham, what do you think are going to be some keys for the Yellowjacket squad?
Well, I think finding that third threat. All year long they've had Micah Thompson and Soren Anderson leading them in the scoring column, and they've kind of done it by committee all year. A couple of games ago it was Jacob Daniels against Hawley that stepped up and hit some big threes and got all of his garbage plays that he makes. It's been Alex Ohm, it's been Chaz Melvin. So it's going to be interesting to see who steps up tonight and kind of fills that role. So for Pelican Rapids, they'll just keep doing what they've been doing. They're certainly not a one-man show. Guler's their leader, but they get points from all over the place, and they like to get them in spurts. So it'll be a fun matchup tonight.
When you have a game like this, where you see a team that beat you by 30 earlier in the year, that's got to play a little bit of a psychological role tonight because you're Pelican Rapids. That's not a typical Perham team that you're used to playing.
Right, and I said it earlier, I think both teams come in with a little different mentality. Pelican just wants to get out with a win, whether it's by 1 or 30. Perham needs to be careful. There's certainly a lot of salt in the wound still, even though that game was a month ago. They want to come out and just prove that was not Perham basketball a month ago. And they got to be careful not to try to do that in the first 5 minutes of the game and really get out of sync. They just need to play the ball that they've been playing the majority of the year.
Just moments away from the start of this game. We thank you for tuning in to the KLN Family Brands pregame show here as we get ready to go for the Arvik opening tap. It'll be Ian Fay, the tall, lanky junior at 6'6" to take the tap for Pelican Rapids. And usually be Soren Anderson for the Yellowjackets as they get final instructions from head coach Dave Cressa.
Great atmosphere here tonight, Jason. You had a girls' game before the boys, which wasn't on the original schedule, but due to some makeups with the weather that we've been growing way too accustomed to, turned out to be a great night of basketball. Probably one of our bigger crowds here in the Hive this year. Come early for the girls' game, stay late for the boys' game, and this is going to be exciting.
Soren Anderson to take the tap with Ian Fay as we're getting ready to go. On the Magnitude Sports Media Network, tap goes to the Vikings with it. It's Timmy Guler. Pass right side there, Tollerud back up to Guler. Now there for Hunter Williams. Handed off, Guler. Nice swing around near side. Guler with the spin move, kicks it out there for Williams, nothing there. Comes back to Fay up top. Now Guler, a baseline three on its way, no good. Rebound grabbed inside, put back short. Battles does Williams, and that one goes for two.
Hunter Williams with a nice putback after 2 rebounds, and that was the story the first time around. Pelican, a lot of second chance points, a lot of garbage baskets. Perham's got to do a better job of trying to limit them to one and dones.
Now Daniels with Thompson. The Pelican Rapids fans make a lot of noise behind their bench. Bringing a lot of energy to the gym tonight as well. Belka with it, kick out right side for Daniels. Fay meets him, now comes back up to Belka up top near the Hive logo on the floor.
Pelican really pressuring Perham here, pushing them out. They're 40 feet from the basket most of this possession here. And Perham's going to take their time. You know, they're not going to settle for a poor shot. They're going to work it around and wait till they get a good look.
Melvin drives, kicks to Daniels. Now the extra pass to Thompson. Cross court for Anderson. He steps into a three. No good off the back iron. Rebound to the Vikings. So a good possession for the Vikings as they hold to one shot. Now Guler drives. Jumper's good. So perfect start for Pelican Rapids here, Mitch.
Yeah, that's certainly what they wanted, to get off to a good start. Hold Perham to a one and done, and then score on their both first 2 possessions.
Thompson to Belka.
Perham trying to switch things up a little bit. Micah Thompson plays a lot of point guard, but in situations like this, he's got Timmy Guler guarding him, giving up 5 or 6 inches. Look for Micah to slide down and play a little more in that block position.
Melvin drives strong and gets a kiss off the glass for 2.
And that's a big basket for Chaz. You know, he's one that sometimes disappears in the scoring column. For him to come out and score early on a nice penetration, it's a good start for him.
Now Guler skies up, gets the putback.
Another second chance opportunity there for Pelican, so that's certainly something early on Perham needs to clean up.
Thompson with it. It's closed off right side, goes to Daniels. Daniels up top, Belka. It seems to be like kind of what Pelican did a little bit at home, push the Yellowjackets out. As Thompson drives, floater no good, he's fouled. That's going to be on Guler.
That little slap, tried to get it before Micah went up, gets called for it in the act of shooting, so that's something both teams need to look out for. A little bit of foul trouble. It's early here, but Guler picks up 1 in the first 3 minutes.
Thompson at the EOT Insurance free throw line gets the first to go. It's kind of been hit or miss this year at the line for Micah Thompson.
Yeah, he's had games where he's gone 6 for 6, and he's had games where he hasn't shot it as well. So,
and gets that one to roll. So cuts the lead to 2 with 15-16 to go in our opening half. Guler brings it up, gets the screen. Now hands it off there to Ecker. Guler gets it back, goes up top to Tollerud. Down to the baseline with Ecker. Down low, Williams trying to back down Daniels. The kick out here, a 3 on its way from Ecker. No good, long rebound grabbed by Guler as those tapped back out. Fay into the lane. Turnaround jumper, that's good for Ian Fay.
Four possessions for Pelican and 4 second chance opportunities that they've scored on. So that continues to be a problem.
Now Thompson with it to Daniels. Thompson against Guler as he sent into the lane, kicks out, but drug that foot. Gets called for the travel with 14:22 to go. And we got a timeout, and we'll take a break. Vikings lead by 4 on the Magnitude Sport.
Hi, I'm Trevor Seaman with United Community Bank, and today we're down at the Gathering Grounds, joined with Ashley Clifton.
Hello.
Ashley, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
What's the best part for you about working with United Community Bank?
Besides just that they believed in me and kind of took a chance on me and helped me get it all together, I think what's more is that they really do support the community. They come in the store all the time. They don't just give us business, but they, encourage our business, buy gift cards in the winter when we're slower to give to other, locals and businesses. So it's just really inspirational for me.
Welcome back here to the Hive. 14:22 to go in the first half. Pelican Rapids leads this one by a score of 8-4. And Mitch, so far Pelican Rapids, like you said before the break, 4 trips down, 4 baskets, and now they lead by 4.
Yeah, and I think that's what led to that timeout. Obviously, Coach Cressup not happy. You work your tail off to get a missed shot. All you got to do is secure that board, and they haven't done that in the first 4 trips.
Guler with it now to Williams. Cross court it goes for Guler. Guler looking things over, comes up to Fay. Now over to Guler on the baseline. Guler drops it off Fay in the lane. The double comes. Turnaround left hand, no good. Rebound though, Williams, and the putback is good. Hunter Williams has 4 points.
Hunter Williams had a great first game with a lot of plays just like that. Just those hard-working effort plays like that, and now we're up to 5 possessions and 5 second chance points.
Melvin looking things over. Now to Daniels. Back to Melvin. Thompson out on the far side. 13:30 to go. Yellowjackets trail by 6 here in the early go. Now Melvin looks to drive, hands it off to Belka. Pelican doing a good job keeping the ball out of Soren Anderson's hands right now. And now Micah Thompson gets it. Now it goes to Anderson in the corner. Down low. Pass forced and stolen, but a foul. And the foul is going to be on Thompson.
Yeah, it looks like Mike got the slap on the head. He's going to pick up the foul there, which might have stopped a fast break opportunity for Pelican Rapids. So you hope it doesn't lead to foul trouble for Micah, but it might have slowed things down.
Across half court is Guler. Yellowjackets anticipate the move to the right. Now he comes back left, spins, hands it off to Fay. Fay got away with an extra step, but got the shot off, no good, and Daniels there. Now Anderson back with it. Into the lane, down for Thompson. Thompson against the double team, nice spin move. The layup no good though, and Fay's there for the rebound.
Yeah, I think Fay's presence there had something to do with that. Good move, good patience by Mike. He's just got to go up and finish that.
Williams backing down Daniels. Into the lane, now kicks it out. Looking to drive, that's Ecker, kicked out. Fay, short jumper off the mark. Thompson's there for the board.
Yeah, good 2 defensive stops there for Perham.
Nice spin move by Anderson, shot no good, but he draws the foul. And Anderson will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, hopefully this is something that gives Soren a chance to get into the game. Sometimes at the free throw line is what it takes. Be interesting to see, Pelican's going to continue to attack on the offensive end, and Micah Thompson with that 1 foul. If he should pick up his second, Perham's kind of philosophy has always been you get 2 fouls, you sit until halftime. So they're recognizing that already, and they're going to continue to go at him and try to get that second.
Anderson got the first to drop from the EOT insurance line. And the second, no good. Rebound grabbed that time by Brady Petznick, who just checked in.
Yeah, Ian Fay's going to catch a breather. I'm guessing he won't be out long.
Now with it as well as Luke Foley, who came in as well.
I talked about Pelican's length. Petznick checks in. He's 6'4", so Fay goes out and you only lose a couple of inches.
Guler short on the jumper in the lane, and Anderson's there to pick it up. So Thompson will bring it up for the Yellowjackets now to Anderson. Anderson kicks out to Belka. Belka drives baseline into the lane. Short shot, it's good. Nice move there by Marcus Belka.
That's a great move by Marcus, and he gets a couple of those a game. He recognizes that defense flying out at him, and he knows where he's going as soon as the ball gets in his hands. So great finish for one of the smaller players on the floor, but Marcus is strong, and he'll go up and finish.
Timmy Guler a long 3 out the front. Iron rebound, though, by the Vikings. Now grabbing and going up with Petznick with the left hand. Good.
Yeah, great basket there. Tough left-hand finish by a kid off the bench.
Now with it, Thompson. Cross court it goes for Belka. Back to Melvin. Now over to Thompson, to Anderson in the corner, excuse me. Anderson picks up his dribble, finds Belka in the lane. Belka with the floater, short, fights for the rebound, tapped out of bounds. Off Belka will be Pelican Rapids basketball. We'll talk about, you mentioned it in the pregame, the atmosphere here is something else, but Pelican Rapids is doing a good job of kind of creating a lot for themselves in the atmosphere-wise.
Yeah, definitely. You know, their JV got to come over and play before this game, so they're right behind the bench, standing up and trying to create a little bit of their own atmosphere, and it's working.
Near side it goes for Tallerud. There with now Scholler. Back for Hunter Williams to the right side. It goes to Guler. Timmy Guler drives, slips, almost throws it away, but Tallerud just bodies, gets the ball, drives, and is going to get called for the offensive foul. Nice job by Micah Thompson staying outside the cylinder with good defensive positioning.
Yeah, you know, he had time to kind of see that play develop, and he knew that the head was going down and that was going to the basket. So he was presence of mind to get outside the arc to take away the blocking call. So great veteran play there by Micah Thompson.
Like you said, heads up play, because he also was, like you said, playing with that one foul.
Yeah, definitely. You know, risky maybe, but certainly he had the time and the wherewithal to get that done.
Now Alex Ohm has just checked in for the Yellow Jackets. Soren Anderson has the basketball. Drives, kicks. Melvin, a baseline three, short. Anderson fights and gets the rebound. Goes back up strong for two.
That might be one of the first second chance points Perham's gotten tonight. So certainly Pelican leading that category. So see if that can improve for Perham.
Now Tallerud, right side it goes. Scholler comes here near side to Guler. Guler against Ohm. Now comes near side for Petsnick. Petsnick into the lane. Working left hand strong, good.
Tell you what, that's two plays in a row by Pesnick here where he finished with his left hand. I don't know if he's left-handed or right-handed, but he sure looks left-handed on the finishes there. But for him to come off the bench and step in and just play aggressive like that, that's just kind of Pelican's MO. They're going to take it to you.
Thompson with it. Now back to Soren Anderson. Thompson corrals the pass. Closing there with Scholler. Now Ohm with it. We talked about early, Pelican doing good job of keeping Perham out far away from the hoop.
They really are. You know, they're 40 feet away from the basket, which leads for a lot of open spots, but Perham's not able to really capitalize on that right now. You'd look for somebody to maybe take that free throw lane and open up shooters in the corners, but Pelican's just pressuring them so much that they can't get to that.
Now Anderson. Kicks out left side for Thompson. They converge on him. Now he finds Daniels. Daniels pops off the mark, no good. Rebound to Timmy Guler. Guler drives. Now gets it there for Williams. Kick out here, Petsnick. Now they swing it around back to Guler. Now Petsnick up top. Petsnick looking to go to the left hand again, left side. There it is. Shot short that time. And Thompson's able to corral the ball. Now Ohm in the corner. Ohm drives baseline up to Micah Thompson. Steps into a three. That one's no good. Rebound grabbed by Timmy Guler. Another quick possession. One and done for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Perham stops on defense just haven't been followed by baskets on the other end. Pelican just continues to drive. They like to draw that contact. They'll go right at you just like that.
Too strong on the jumper, and now a foul underneath. That's on Daniels.
Actually, no, they're going to give that to Pesnick from Pelican over the back.
Excuse me, my mistake.
Daniels with a nice box out there. Pesnick just tried to go over the top of him, so good minutes there for Mr. Pesnick, though. 4 points, couple of rebounds. 6'4" kid off the bench never hurts, so.
Now Daniels will check out. Josh Peterson comes in for him. Now Melvin with it. Back up. Soren Anderson. Thompson drives, gets cut off. Picks up his dribble, looks for help up top with Peterson. Peterson to Ohm. The look for three. It's good for Alex Ohm.
It's a big basket for Alex. Cuts it down to 2. He has been that spark several games this year off the bench. He can flat out shoot it. You leave him open like that, Pelican gambled a little bit and left him open.
Guler to answer. He does. He's got 7.
And he's a gamer. You know, this is right up his alley. This type of game, he likes the challenge. You can just tell by the looks of him that he's into this, and this means a lot to him.
Soren Anderson with the now. Now to Melvin. Melvin, a short floater, gets the roll to go for 2. Cuts it to 3 as we approach the 6-minute mark. Guler. Ohm closes on him once he picks up his dribble, but is able to get it to Talaru. Now Ecker. Off the screen against Melvin, spins, kicks out. A 3-pointer on its way, that's good. Tanner Talerud.
That's a nice drive and kick out. You know, Pelican they prefer to take it to the hole and draw some contact, but they're always looking for that kick out, and they've got shooters.
Thompson, right side for Soren Anderson. Comes back to Ohm, Guler out on him. Oh, now to Thompson. To the right side to Anderson. Thompson looks to drive, loses control of the ball, gets it back. Now Peterson is credited with the 3 as he hits that one from the corner.
You know, he had his feet set, ready to shoot that, and Thompson bobbled it a little bit before he could get it out to it, but you knew as soon as that got in Josh's hands, he was going to let it fly, and that's a big shot to stop the bleeding a little bit. Oh, foot on the line. Give him a 2.
Nope. Look, it was a 3, but as Anderson drives, contact there, shot no good, and the Vikings come back the other way. Fay with it. Now with the pass here and draws the foul. Going up was Williams, and he'll shoot 2 at the EOT Insurance line. That's on Peterson. .438 to go. As the free throw is good for Williams, he's got 5. Williams, if he makes this, we'll get a short breather. He gets that one to go. Peyton Blankway will come in.
Peyton's a 5'9" junior guard.
Now with an Anderson to Thompson as the Yellowjackets trail by 5. Thompson right side, Ohm. Now it goes to Anderson. Thompson drives, kicks right side for Soren Anderson. They close quickly on him. Now he spins into the lane. Floater off Ellis, no good. He's there for the second chance opportunity. Now we're going to have a discussion.
Yeah, I think they're going to say that might have been on the floor. I think that's the question right now, whether or not he was shooting or not.
Yep, foul is on the floor. Foul's on Guler, though. That's his second.
It'll be interesting to see what Coach Gullingsrud does here. 4 minutes to go. Your point guard picks up the second. Perham obviously is going to recognize that and go after him.
Anderson with it. Looks to drive. Drives strong, high off the glass, good for 2. Cuts it to 3.
Soren finally had a drive there where he didn't have a 6'4" or 6'6" kid waiting for him, so he's able to go up over Blakeway with the finish.
Now Ecker, left side out of the hands of Fay and out of bounds. One of the few mistakes by Pelican Rapids there on a turnover.
Yeah, they really haven't made many tonight. You know, they got to be happy with their effort so far. And, you know, I think for Perham, they've relied on the scoring end of things so much with Soren and Micah that they're getting it by committee here tonight. Josh Peterson, Alex Ohm have hit some big shots, and that's what it's going to take to stay in this.
Melvin Jumper is good. Nice floater there for Chaz.
Yeah,
he's got 6.
He's got 6, and he looks really aggressive tonight. I think he identifies that he's going to have an opportunity here to get in the lane.
Now with it, Blakeway. They swing it over Fay. Fay trying to back down Thompson. Now kicks it back near side with Ecker. Gruler with Ohm. Gruler spins. The Yellowjacket fans making some more noise on the defense.
Yeah, that's great defense by Alex just to stay down. It's so easy to get a tendency to want to jump up on that. And now leads to a turnover here. A couple in a row for Pelican.
22-21, Yellowjackets with a chance to take the lead on this possession. Kind of chipped away for much of this first half. Now Anderson with it. Right side it goes to Ohm. Now Peterson. Hands it off there for Soren Anderson. Josh Peterson with it. Off the screen up top for Micah Thompson. And the Yellowjackets will reset. And one of the things we didn't really talk about when Pelican beat Perham that first time by 30 was the response that Yellowjackets had as Soren Anderson with a nice drive and finish on the way to the hoop there for 2.
Yeah, that's a great one-on-one move. Great finish by Soren. And that's what Perham's kind of looking for there. They're trying to spread it out and get open lanes, and Guler responds with a big shot.
As he hits that one, I was going to say the Yellowjackets responded with that big win over Esco the following day, where they beat Esco at Esco after a 3.5-hour bus ride.
Yeah, I think that came at the right time, and you find that with, especially with high school athletes, you know, that was a bitter taste in their mouth, and they got an opportunity to play 18 hours later and not have to sit and think about it much. So
Anderson works his way into the lane, draws the foul on the floor. Second half of this first half, Anderson's been a little more aggressive going to the hoop for the Yellowjackets.
16 fouls here on the Vikings, so the next one will put Perham at the line. Perham with just 2 fouls right now.
Second one was on Ecker there, or his second, I should say. Thompson looks inbound, gets it to Anderson. Anderson down low, Thompson. Thompson backs on the defender, but fades there to block it. Back the other way, Ecker. Now with it, Tallerud. Backdoor pass, Faye throws it down.
Yeah, he just kind of got lost in the backside as Perham tried to transition, and timeout here with 1:22 to go.
We'll take a quick break as the Vikings lead by 3 on the Magnitude.
KLN is home to great companies like Kenny's Candy and Tuppy's Pet Foods. Matt Nagel here. I was raised right here in Lakes Country. Our products are top-notch. Working for a successful, locally owned family business means job security, pride, and a connection to our local communities. Join us at Kenny's Candy. Experience an awesome benefit program, competitive wages, a sign-on bonus, and profit sharing. Shop local, work local. Get started at klnfamilybrands.com or call 347-0525 and ask for Matt.
Well, welcome back. Here's the first half rolls along. The Pelican Rapids Vikings lead 26-23. I'm Jason Groth with Mitch Anderson. I'd like to say hello to Jim, who's tuning in from Denver, North Carolina. Hope he's enjoying tonight's broadcast. We'd like to thank all our viewers who are tuning in tonight here at the Hive, as it's a fun one here so far. The Yellowjackets trailing by 3, though, coming out of the timeouts.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned Heart of Lakes matchup here. John Gullinger did decide to pull Timmy Guler out, probably a smart move with 1:22 to go with his 2 fouls. Perham going to be real patient here, I'm guessing here. And, wouldn't be surprised if they're getting another chance to hold on to it here.
Trying to go inside. Hunter Williams works around and bats that one out of bounds. Thompson will have the inbound with 1:11 to go. Thompson to Soren Anderson. Fay out on him. Anderson drives, picks up his dribble. Fay closes, but now Melvin's up top for it. Melvin, kick out. Anderson, a 3 from the corner. No good. Rebound grab by Williams. Ecker will bring the ball up court for the Vikings. Hands it off there for Soley.
45 seconds here. You'd think Pelican might hold up for one shot, but that's really not their MO. They like to attack, and there's the reason why Mr. Fay hits a big three to put him up 6 now.
That's big when you have a 6'6" forward who can hit the three. It's going to stretch the floor out even more for him.
Yeah, he finishes with a dunk a couple minutes ago, and now he's knocking down a three. So he's so versatile and can hurt you from so many different ways.
It's a 6-point game. The Yellowjackets had closed. But the Vikings have a little bit of a run here at the end of the first half, have extended the lead to 6 with 10 seconds to go. Now Melvin with 5. Anderson takes a look at one of the scoreboards in the corner, now looks to drive, spins into traffic, but Fay is there to block the shot. As that will do it for the first half. The Pelican Rapids Vikings take a 29-23 lead into the break. We'll take a timeout on the Magnitude Sports.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein and List E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein and List E3 soybeans have yield.
Checking your credit score the easy way. Keeping your checking safe. Always.
Check out the Backyard in Perham. They have the largest selection of bird seed, assorted suets, and bird feeders in the area. Over 50 different varieties of pet food and pet treats, and an even bigger selection of pet toys, leashes, collars, and more. The Backyard is also your pet's destination for a spa day. The grooming salon is open Monday through Friday for grooms, nail trims, and baths. And book a stay for your pet at the Backyard Boarding and Play Care, a brand new facility made to make your pet feel at home. If your pet needs a comfortable place to stay, call Backyard Boarding and Play Care.
This one popped up. Can Oliver Luck send them to Shelby? The Post 400 Stars will continue their season in North Carolina. The Post 400 Stars return for season number 3 on Magnitude Sports. Saturday, March 12th starts a 14-game series live from Vero Beach, Florida. Also, catch the Stars live on Magnitude from the Veterans Classic Tourney, the Gopher Classic, the Creighton Pret Tournament from Omaha, Nebraska, all the home games, and every game from the state tournament at Young Field in West Fargo will be live on Magnitude. If it's Post 400 baseball, it's on Magnitude Sports.
Ready to rock?
Yep.
Welcome back. Here at halftime, the Yellowjackets trail Pelican Rapids by a score of 29-23, leading the way in that first half. Soren Anderson with 7 for the Yellowjackets. Chaz Melvin has 6, and a single baskets. Micah Thompson with 2, Marcus Belka with 2, Josh Peterson and Alex Ohm with 3 each for the Yellowjackets. Other side of things, spreading the scoring around, is Timmy Guler with 9 points. Ian Fay with 7, really close, strong at the end of that first half did Fay. Hunter Williams with 6, 4 for Petsnick, and 3 for Tanner Tollerud for the Vikings. And you look at Ian Fay, you talked about, he closed out well that half, had that dunk, came out of the timeout, then hit a big three-pointer.
Yeah, offensively he's doing it, and defensively he's making as many plays because he's there waiting. Micah Thompson typically gets that ball down low, Against most opponents, that's easy 2 points. He's getting met by Mr. Fay and a host of others, and Soren Anderson's kind of seen the same thing on that last play. So, like we said all along, he's so versatile and he's so long, and he can shoot threes, he can dunk, he can play defense. He's all around. So overall, they're going to continue just to keep doing what they're doing and kind of force the tempo and really look to drive and penetrate and kick offensively. Perham, what stands out to me so far is Micah Thompson with 2 points. Obviously, that's well below his average, or on pace to be his average. So trying to get him going a little bit here in the second half is going to be crucial for Perham.
Another thing in that first half, the Yellowjackets really struggled with, I thought, was the rebounding side of things. Pelican Rapids had a lot of second chance opportunities. It was the first 5 possessions of the game, and it really seemed to carry on throughout that first half.
It did, and it really stood out the first 5-6 possessions, like you said. Then Perham got a chance to clean that up a little bit, but they weren't able to finish on the other end. And that'll be critical moving forward here for Perham to get stops, but to be able to take advantage of that on the other end will be something to look for here in the second half. But overall, it's a 6-point game. I think it was a 10-point game at Pelican. And I think it's a totally different feel. I mean, this has got the feeling that it's going to come down to the last few minutes. That one, even at a 10-point halftime lead, the whole night just felt like it was the Vikings. So we'll see if I'm wrong about that here tonight, but I got a feeling we're going to go back and forth here for 18 minutes.
Well, in general, I think the Yellowjackets, boys and girls this year, have had a unique pair of halves in that gym in Pelican this year.
Yeah, they certainly have. The girls played probably one of their worst halves. They trailed 21-11 to the Viking girls. Pelican actually came out and scored the first 2 points of the second half, and then from that point on, the Yellowjacket girls went on a 44-6 run, ended up winning by 25, 30 points, whatever it was. So, yeah, it's an interesting gym with a lot of different stories coming out of it.
It should be an interesting second half here at the Hive as we get ready to go. Yellowjackets, trail by 6. We'll take a break, come back, get you set up for the second half here on the Magnitude Sports.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware. You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware, right here in downtown Perham.
When everything is in one place, it's easier to stay focused on your own life. At Central Minnesota Credit Union, we've streamlined our financial tools to ensure you have everything you need all under one roof. Whether you're starting a family, starting a business, or buying a home, CMCU is here to be a trusted financial partner. CMCU offers free checking options and a network of financial experts. Because when everything is in one place, it's easier to stay focused on your own life.
They say $1 doesn't go far these days, but in my classroom, it does. Especially when I can use it to buy technology to keep my students on the cutting edge of learning.
Arvig donates money to my school through a school partnership program.
$1 of your payment goes to area schools like mine for computers, tablets, smart technology.
It doesn't cost me anything extra to provide a better,
brighter,
more connected classroom.
Hammers Construction is now hiring for a project manager, superintendent, and construction laborers. Since 1956, Hammers Construction has served the region in construction for the commercial, industrial, and agricultural industries, while sticking to the core values of honesty, quality, and integrity. If that's you, then visit our website, hci-mn.com. View photos of recent projects, then click on the Careers tab to start the 2-minute application. Hammers Construction is an equal opportunity employer.
Ready to roll? Yep. Welcome back here. We're just moments away from the start of the second half. Jason Groth and Mitch Anderson as the Yellowjackets take on the Pelican Rapids Vikings. The Vikings looking for the season sweep against the Yellowjackets. The Yellowjackets looking to avenge that early season defeat here in a big Heart of the Lakes Conference and Section 8 AA game here tonight at the Hive. Other news, the Perham Yellowjacket wrestlers are in action. They knocked off Sauk Center Melrose in the first round contest. Now facing Alexandria. And Mitch, you got a score update on that one?
Yeah, through 152, Perm's up 23-18 going into 160. Like Lawrence just picked up a 2-1 victory, which close match like that in the middle weights has got to be a big swing match for Perm. So we'll see how they finish out here.
That'd be an interesting one there between Perham and Alexandria. The Yellowjackets have been wrestling strong as the season has wore on. Can you improve as the season has wore on as this Yellowjacket squad?
Yeah, I think it's no different in wrestling than any other sport. You get to the tail end of your regular season, you want to be performing at your peak. And last couple of weeks, the Yellowjacket wrestlers have done that. They picked up some really nice victories, and they had really good momentum. And I think they went into today thinking they had a good shot at knocking off Alexandria even in their home gym. So got off to a good start with a win over Sauk Center Melrose, and now right into a battle with Alexandria, the 2 seed.
The Yellowjackets have some key weights and strong wrestlers coming up ahead, so be interesting to see how those matchups play out as the night rolls along in Alexandria. But we're just seconds away from the start of this second half between the Yellowjackets and the Vikings. The Yellowjackets hoping to improve to 11-6 and 6-2 in the HOL and gain ground on the Vikings and close on DGF, as right now DGF at 7-1, coming off that thrilling overtime victory over Thief River Falls, has a hold of the top spot, but Perham does have that win over DGF.
They do, and they get a chance, hopefully, weather permitting here on Friday, they get a chance to beat them again. But the conference is a dogfight. And you look at the section, and you talk about a dogfight all the way down. You know, we talked about it. Pelican Rapids is coming off a loss over the week in the East Grand Forks. East Grand Forks is a 9-9 team right now, and right now they're ranked 10th in the section. So it's going to lead to certainly March Madness, because anybody's susceptible in those first couple of rounds the way this thing is stacked up.
And the Arvig opening pass will go to Marcus Belko. The Yellowjackets get the second half possession to start things off, and that weather and radar watching has been something that a lot of coaches do. Nice pass inside Melvin, and he's there for the finish. He's got 8.
That's a great opening possession. Obviously something they worked on in the locker room to come out. They recognize that they're going to have an opportunity there, and Chaz Melvin is able to finish, and he's up to 8 points, which is a great start for him.
Tallerud. Melvin closes on him, now goes to Guler. Guler again with 2 fouls, spins, and kicks out up top. Now Ecker looks to drive. Now brings it up top. Comes back to Ecker. Looked inside. Guler thought about a shot there, but Belka did a nice job closing. Ecker. The high dribble gets the floater to no good. Yellowjacks can't corral the rebound. Guler's there to get it. The putback from him, no good. The tip in is good. Ian Fay.
Ian Fay with the night tip. Looks like Soren Anderson caught an elbow to the mouth. See if he's got all of his teeth. But there we have it. Just like the opening part of the game, Pelican Rapids getting 2 points off of a second chance opportunity. Perm had a chance to get a rebound there and come down and kind of control things here a little bit, and Pelican takes advantage of it.
Fay now has 9 points. 7 of them at the end of the first half and the start of the second half. Olm in for Soren Anderson. Now Daniels with it. Now Thompson. Olm hit that 3 in the first half, but hasn't really had a chance to get a shot off since. Melvin at the free throw line. Jumper doesn't get the roll, and there's Ecker for the rebound.
Yeah, one and done there for Perm, and nobody in the lane to rebound, so they're going to have to do something different there.
Ecker doesn't get the roll. Thompson's there for the rebound. Now Olm up ahead. Olm to Daniels, back to Olm.
Soren Anderson got checked out quick by trainer Colt Lehman, and he's back at the scores table, ready to check back in.
Thompson with it. Looks things over, back up to Daniels. Now Thompson again. Looking to drive, kicks the Daniels on the right. Daniels drives, kick out near side to Melvin. That redirected, but Melvin was able to corral it. Now Thompson. Ohm gets the pass from Melvin. Near side, Thompson. Melvin looking things over. Now gets it over to Marcus Belka. Heel drive and dish. Daniels thought about it, but passed it up. Now Thompson on the baseline. He drives. Creates space, and Ohms there, but coming back and blocking is Hunter Williams. But Ohms gets the loose ball, throws a cross-court pass, but no one home. Turnover gives it back to Pelican Rapids, and now Soren Anderson will come back into the game.
Got a wrestling update for you here, Jason. At 160, Braylon Rock picks up a fall. Perham up 29-18. Mr. Harms is defeated, and then Mr. Ramos steps up and gets a pin in under a minute. So Perham leads 35-24 through 182.
Going to be an exciting finish there in Alexandria.
And what's interesting is Reese Wilprecht won 3 overtimes in the first match of the night, and it could come down to him at heavyweight, the way things are shaping up. So hopefully he saved a little bit of gas.
Fade with it. Backing down Thompson. Now kicks it out to Ecker. Now he's swinging around to Guler on the far side. Guler against Belka. Now comes up to Ecker. Ecker with it. Into the lane, Williams. Williams, left hand, good for 2.
Yeah, that's what Mr. Williams does. You know, he's not going to shoot much outside of 10 feet, but he's patient and he's so strong and he jumps well, and just had a chance to go up and finish and did it.
Anderson gets it stolen away. Williams hands it out to Guler. Now Tallerud up top, Fay looking to drive, puts it on the floor, picks it up now. Guler, the jumper from the right side, no good, but coming through is Tallerud for the rebound. Fay's gonna launch a 3, hidden, hits it.
That's a big possession. Perham had that rebound and just a hustle play by Mr. Tallerud to keep it alive, and then Fay steps up again and hits another big 3, stretching that lead up to 11 now for Pelican Rapids.
This Pelican Rapids squad just seems to really give this Yellowjacket team just some matchup problems that they're not used to seeing during the year.
Yeah, and I think it's a game they get up for. You know, it's been a rivalry for a long time. Perham's kind of owned it the last 7-8 years. It used to be a big one. But you could tell, I looked at Timmy Guler, came out of the locker room at halftime, and he sprinted down the floor to get some shots up. You can tell they're hungry and they want to get another win.
Nice answer there by Micah Thompson, and a much-needed one as he gets the floor to cut it to 9.
Yeah, hopefully that's a basket that can get Micah going here a little bit. He's been held in check all night.
Now with it, Guler again. Guler drives off the glass, short, fights for the rebound and puts it back for 2. And you just kind of touched on it right there.
That's a hustle play. You know, Perham got lackadaisical, shot went up, nobody boxed out. Guler, the shooter, knows that shot's gonna be short. He was able to go right back up for it, and those are plays that Pelican's making right now, and Perham's not.
Pass, soft on the pass, and it's stolen and grabbed by Tallerud. Now the Yellowjackets try to trap. And a timeout called by head coach John Gullingsrud. With 12:09 to go, the Vikings lead by 11. We'll take a break on the Magnitude Sports.
They say $1 doesn't go far these days, but in my classroom, it does. Especially when I can use it to buy technology to keep my students on the cutting edge of learning.
Arvig donates money to my school through a school partnership program.
$1 of your payment goes to area schools like mine for computers, tablets, smart technology.
It doesn't cost me anything extra to provide a better,
brighter,
more connected classroom.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
Well, welcome back here to the Hive. The Yellowjackets trailing the Pelican Rapids Vikings 38-27.
Yeah, this is a critical point in the game here for Perham. And you're down 11 with 12 to go, and they haven't been able to put any runs of their own together. Pelicans always had an answer, and a lot of them have been off of just effort plays, second chance points.
Fay gets the pass. Now comes back up to Gula. Ecker here on the near side. They swinging over left side, Tallerud. Comes back, Ecker. Looking at Williams, the cutter, but now goes to Fay. Now comes near side again for Gula. Now Pelican Rapids showing a lot of patience on offense.
Yeah, and with 11:30 to go, an 11-point lead in a 38-27 game, that's big. So they are going to be very patient, and you've got a point guard like Timmy Guler that can make plays like that. It's going to be tough to beat.
He's got 13 points and has that lead to 13. Anderson with it now. To Melvin, near side, Belka. He's going to drive baseline. Into the lane, gets blocked by Fay. Fay gets it poked away from behind, now Melvin. Melvin against Guler. Up strong, shot no good, altered. Anderson there for the loose board. Anderson, the putback, no good, but he's fouled. That's on Williams. Anderson 1 of 2 at the EOT Insurance free throw line. This is that one. Alex Ohm checks in.
Yeah, when points are hard to come by, you got to capitalize at the line here. To stop the bleeding a little bit and just get things kind of settled down. Pelicans in attack mode right now. You can tell they maybe smell a little blood in the water and want to get this 12-point lead up to 20.
They bring the ball up court. Guler with it. Just heard from a relative of his, Brian Guler's happy watching this game at home. As he swings right side, does Timmy Guler. Drives in the lane, but he's going to get called for the charge. Little aggressive.
Yep. Yeah, you can't fault him for wanting to attack. They've been doing it all night with success, but nice play there by Chaz Melvin. Again, aware where he was on the floor. It takes a lot for kids to step in and just hold their ground and take those charges. So we've had a couple of them here tonight.
Near side, Melvin to Thompson, back to Melvin. Melvin in the lane, the floater is good. He gets it to roll and drop. Now Timmy Guler with it. And a travel by Fay in the backcourt.
Yeah, a little momentum shift here. Turnover here by Pelican, big basket by Melvin. Perham's got to take advantage here.
Now Micah Thompson to Jacob Daniels, back to Thompson. Now Melvin, he's starting to feel it. Takes a jumper, no good. Rebound grab, Tallerud, and he escapes the Guler. Up ahead it goes to Fay. Fay backs down, shot no good, but he's fouled and he'll shoot 2. A unique score of interest that might help the QRF or the Yellowjackets is Esco tonight defeats Cloquet by a score of 93-68.
Oh, wow.
So that's going to be a few bonus points there on the QRF as Fay hits the first.
And that's what it's going to come down to here in the last few weeks is not just how you do, but how the teams you beat during the year do. So that's a big one. Speaking of big ones, we got Reese Wilprecht gets a pin, puts the Jackets up 53-24 to finish that one off. So Perham will move on to wrestle Pequot Lakes, Pine River Bacchus. Big win for Perham, beating a team that beat them earlier this season. So
the Yellowjackets trail 42-30 as we approach the 10-minute mark. Ohm will bring it up court. And it's stolen away by Sholey. Sholey gets a block though by Belka, and it's out of bounds off Sholey. It'll be Yellowjacket basketball.
That's a great hustle play there by Mr. Belka. Coach Gullinger doesn't agree with it. He wanted the foul first. But regardless, we're going to play on. Perham again needs to take advantage of miscues by Pelican. They've been few and far between all night.
Ohm with it, and there's a cutter, Anderson. Anderson throws it down with authority. Soren Anderson with the dunk.
And there's the play that might get things going here for a little bit for Perham.
Now with it, Blakeway. There, Tallerud inside. It's still on. Ohm with it. Ohm. Ends up dribbling off the feet, and it's turned over. Now Fay. Fay to the hoop, gets it to go and draws the foul and has a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, Fay with a mini Euro step there, but he was able to draw contact on Soren, and 6'6" kid's able to finish that pretty easily. So momentum shifts now back towards Pelican. Costly turnover for Perham leads to potentially 3 points here for the Vikings.
Free throw by Fay is good. As the Vikings now have a 13-point lead. Home with it. Gets the screen, they switch, and Melvin has it. Now Belka. Melvin sets a screen, cross court for Anderson. Anderson down low, Thompson. Williams waits, but Thompson clears, gets the board, the putback no good. Rebound Fay. Motion starting to definitely ramp up here in the second half. A three-pointer off the back iron, no good. Rebound, and now tied up there. Melvin read that one well, tied up. Luke Soley on that one.
Frustration a little bit down on Perham's end. Micah Thompson had a couple of putback opportunities. He's not used to having 6'6" and 6'4" there to meet him. Questionable no call there. It didn't go the Jackets' way. Now a jump ball opportunity gives it back to Pelican with a chance to extend this 13-point lead.
Near side, Williams. Almost got it stolen away, but now gets it over there for Blakewood. Blakewood. Guarded closely by Ohm, now comes up top for Soley. Near side, Tallerud. As we approach the 8-minute mark, the Vikings lead by 13. Williams guarded closely by Anderson, was able to get it to Soley.
Sign of a good team here. They recognize this 13-point lead in a low-scoring game. They're going to take as much time off of every possession as they can. Perham's going to pick up a foul here. Alex Holmes going to pick that up with a hold.
I think you touched on it well in the little bit in the halftime show about that East Grand Forks game. Just kind of in that spot, it might be a little bit of a trap game. East Grand Forks heating up at the right time, and Pelican Rapids now looks like they had their eyes focused on this Yellowjacket squad.
Oh, I think so. You know, that was a Saturday afternoon game. I don't know if it was a makeup or originally scheduled for that, but they might have been looking ahead a little bit here to a conference matchup, knowing this is a big section game as well. And East Grand Forks, beat them handily, led by as much as 26 in the second half. Mr. Campos had 29 in the game for that. So I think you see a little bit of, in Pelican here, just wanting to get that bad taste out of their mouth.
Near side, Tallerud with it. Now for Guler. Guler drives strong in the lane, shot no good. Williams battles for the rebound. Anderson is able to grab it for the Yellowjackets. Up ahead, Ohm. Ohm to the hoop, and he's fouled on the way up.
Nice hitty play there by Alex. Number 33, Mr. Blake, weighs 5'9", so I think Alex identified that he had a chance to go up. If that had been Mr. Fay or Mr. Tallerud or somebody else, it probably would have been wise to back that out and try to get a good look. But way to attack here, stops the clock, puts a good free throw shooter at the line. Hope I didn't jinx him there.
Home at the EOT insurance line, hits that one. He's got 4. As it's 45-33. The Yellowjackets trailed by 6 at the half. Pelican Rapids been able to stretch that lead. Ohm gets the shooter's roll on that one. Now Guler. With speed, now slows it down at half court. Nice spin move there into the lane, throws up an off-balance shot, gets it to go.
Yep, that's Timmy Guler just making a play, and what I like there is 13-point lead here now, but they're still attacking. I think they know they can't get complacent. They're going to continue to go after Perham until Perham proves they can stop them.
Nice read there, Soren Anderson with the steal there. Looks to go coast to coast with the left hand, no good. Rebound, Melvin tries to kick it out. Ohm gets it. Now Ohm drives in the lane. The layup is good for 2. Cuts it to 11. Yellowjackets now putting some full court pressure on. Now they fall back. Guler. Near side Ecker. In the lane solely to Williams. And then there's a body called on Anderson.
Yeah, you kind of saw that coming. Perham's trying to make plays here and kind of match Pelican's intensity on the defensive end of the floor, and got a little hip heavy there. Did Soren, picks up his second.
Tallerud inbound, gets into the backcourt to Soley. Guler into the lane, draws a foul on the drive.
You know, I think Coach Gullinsrud, he knows they got to continue to attack, and he likes the matchup right now of anybody on Timmy Guler. So they're just spreading the floor, putting 2 shooters down in the corner, putting 2 up on the elbow, and letting him just kind of go one-on-one.
Goes into Tallerud, comes near side Soley. Soley gets it poked away, but it goes out of bounds here on the near side. So we approach the 6-minute mark. Vikings lead by 11. Ecker with it. And we have a timeout. We'll take a quick break here on the Magnitude Sports.
When everything is in one place, it's easier to stay focused on your own life. At Central Minnesota Credit Union, we've streamlined our financial tools to ensure you have everything you need all under one roof. Whether you're starting a family, starting a business, or buying a home, CMCU is here to be a trusted financial partner. CMCU offers free checking options and a network of financial experts. Because when everything is in one place, it's easier to stay focused on your own life.
Well, welcome back here to the Hive. The Vikings lead 47-36 with 6:05 to go in the second half. As we come out of the timeouts, Yellowjackets need to get a couple of stops and hopefully turn that defense into offense if you're a Yellow Jacket fan.
Yeah, they really got to limit Pelican's possessions to 1. We got a hold on Marcus Belka. He's going to put Mr. Guler at the line. That's the 7th team foul on the Yellow Jackets. So Marcus picks up his second foul. Hunter Williams checks back in for Luke Scholey.
The Vikings are 5 of 5 from the EOT insurance line on the night. Guler makes it 6 in a row. He's got 16 for the Vikings. Make that 17. Zone will bring it up short to Anderson. Anderson into the lane, hands it off for Belka. And Guler's there to block it, but he gets a little too much contact and gets called for the foul. And that's big because that's his 4th.
4 on Guler, so we'll see what Coach Gullinsrud decides to do. Leave him on the floor and tell him just to be smart.
As Belka misses the first. Everyone else, maybe you buy a minute or 2.
Yeah. Yeah, try to ride this out as long as you maintain double digits.
Able to get the second to drop. Guler with it. But it doesn't look like there's any thoughts on the Pelican bench to make that change anytime soon.
No, I think Coach Gullinsrud identifies what Timmy Guler brings to this game, just the way he's attacking, taking care of the ball, hitting free throws, doing a little bit of everything. So
Guler drives. Belka tries to get the charge. He doesn't. As Guler will go to the line to shoot 2. Belka slid over just a little bit late on that one.
A little late, so Pelican's got the right guy at the line.
Free throw by Guler. That one's too strong. So he's solely getting ready Luke Soley getting ready to check in. We'll be checking in for Guler. I think that play might have changed Coach Collinsworth's mind for a little bit there.
I think so, yeah. Larry Soley checks in. Let's see what Perm can do here. 5:30 to go, down 13.
Home with it. To Melvin. Now to Soren Anderson. Anderson kicks over to Belka. Looking in the lane, Thompson. Thompson up strong, no good. Gets his own rebound, the putback is good. Fry throws the ball in the backcourt. It's going to lead to a break for Ecker. Or excuse me, Soley, it's poked away. And Ohm gets it now. It's poked out of bounds by Ecker. One official didn't see it. Now they're going to discuss. Pelican Rapids fans are putting in their 2 cents right there.
You surprised by that? Jump ball. That's going to go to Perm.
The reactions are something else you may see on our screen from both sides.
Kind of an unusual play. Ball's basically thrown away. You thought it was going to be a turnover. Ended up being a breakaway situation. And heads up play by Marcus Belka to come down and slap the ball away. Leads to an opportunity for Perm here.
Tapped away, Tallerud to Fay. Fay too strong, but Tallerud's there. Tallerud turnaround jumper in and is fouled. That'll be on Micah Thompson. Puts Tallerud to the OT insurance line. That free throw, no good. .4:45 to go. Second free throw, no, and Anderson's there for the board. Now Micah Thompson in the lane. Nice pass for Belka. Too strong. And Faye's there to clean up.
Heads up play here by Pelican just to pull that out and take as much time as they can here. Marcus rushed that, obviously. Been in the land of giants most of the night, so he went up with the left hand and tried to get it up a little too quick. And
there's side Ecker. Now it goes cross for Soley, back to Ecker. This also helps the Vikings as that shot inside, no good. Belka's able to get the rebounds and say to have possessions like that to take off time, it allows you to buy more time for Guler. When he comes back out, Soren will take the three. That's Anderson, and he hits it.
Big shot and timeout for the Yellowjackets. Gets it down to single digits. 3:54 to go.
This is a full timeout. We'll take a quick break here on the main.
Check out the Backyard in Perham. They have the largest selection of bird seed, assorted suets, and bird feeders in the area. Over 50 different varieties of pet food and pet treats, and an even bigger selection of pet toys, leashes, collars, and more. The Backyard is also your pet's destination for a spa day. The grooming salon is open Monday through Friday for grooms, nail trims, and baths. And book a stay for your pet at the Backyard Boarding and Play Care, a brand new facility made to make your pet feel at home. If your pet needs a comfortable place to stay, call Backyard Boarding and Play Care.
Hammers Construction is now hiring for a project manager, superintendent, and construction laborers. Since 1956, Hammers Construction has served the region in construction for the commercial, industrial, and agricultural industries, while sticking to the core values of honesty, quality, and integrity. If that's you, then visit our website, hci-mn.com. View photos of recent projects, then click on the Careers tab to start the 2-minute application. Hammers Construction is an equal opportunity employer.
Well, welcome back here to the Hive. 3:54 to go. The Yellowjackets trail by 8. Foul situation. The Yellowjackets have committed 9, so Pelican will be shooting 2 the rest of the way. Pelicans only committed 4 fouls so far in this second half. Timeouts. The Yellowjackets have 2.
Timmy Guler's check back into the game here. A little full court pressure, some trapping. Perm just trying to make something happen here.
As Guler drives, nice bounce pass there for Williams. He waits for everyone to clear, gets it to go, and draws a foul and has a chance at a 3-point play.
Yeah, and of course that's what's going to leave you wide open. Perham's pressure in the front court. Pelican able to attack that. Mr. Hunter Williams is just so strong, and he doesn't go up too quick and try to force anything. He just waits and finishes at the line to stretch this back up to a double-digit lead now.
Oh, Melvin, near side it goes Anderson. Anderson drives the floater, no good. Ball to the floor and out of bounds, last touched by Braden Ecker. Perham fans enjoying that call right in front of the student section. Will inbound.
See what kind of inbound opportunity we get here.
Melvin to Belka. Near side Anderson. Anderson, nice pass inside, good feed to Thompson, and Thompson is there to finish.
Timeout by Coach Cressup. Got it in right about as the ball went in.
We'll take a quick break. Yellowjackets trail 53-44.
KLN is home to great companies like Kenny's Candy and Tuffy's Pet Foods. Matt Nagel here. I was raised right here in Lakes Country. Our products are top-notch. Working for a successful, locally owned family business means job security, pride, and a connection to our local communities. Join us at Kenny's Candy. Experience an awesome benefit program, competitive wages, a sign-on bonus, and profit sharing. Shop local, work local. Get started at klnfamilybrands.com or call 347-0525 and ask for Matt.
Well, welcome back here to the High. 53-44 is the score in favor of the Vikings with 3:19 to go. Kind of touched on it during the commercial break a little bit. Timmy Guler playing well, and he's 4 fouls right now, so that's a key if the Yellowjackets could find a way to try to get him to pick up his 5th here quickly.
Yeah, that's certainly a key. You take him out of this game and the way it's going to come down here, that'd be critical. But you know what I really like out of Guler and Pelican is they keep attacking, even though they've had a fairly comfortable double-digit lead here most of the second half. They haven't gotten lackadaisical or complacent. They're still looking to attack, and I think Coach Gullinger in that timeout probably said the same thing. Keep going at them.
This time the Yellowjackets make a little bit of adjustment on the inbounds. Thompson taps out of bounds as they sent Melvin near half court instead of last time trying to play in that deep center field there.
Yeah, little adjustment there. They saw what happened the last time.
Fay gets the inbounds. Now Talaru.
Pelican in a double bonus situation. Perham's got 10 fouls, so every time they go to the line here, it's going to be 2 shots. Good opportunity here for Pelican to take advantage of it.
Fouls on home. I'll put Ecker to the line. His first free throw of the night. No good. At the EOT insurance line. Free throws could loom large as this game rolls on with 3:10 to go. Gets the second to drop. Home up ahead, trailing by 10. Out to Thompson, here to Melvin. Melvin hands it off to Ohm. Ohm, cross for Belka. Down low looking for Soren Anderson, but Talaru read that well and steals it away. Now Guler knifes his way through the Yellow Jacket defense, hands it off Fay down low. To Kicko. Ecker, one more pass now to Talaru. They swing it around near side. Now to Guler.
Heads up play by the senior, Mr. Ecker. He wide open 3 in the regular course of the game. He shoots that. They know now that the clock is their friend.
Foul's gonna be on Anderson. It's gonna put Guler back to the line. He's 3 of 4 at the line. And that one goes.
Yeah, a situation where Perham's going to have to foul every time on defense. They want to keep that ball away from Timmy Guler and probably put somebody else at the line.
And it's now a 12-point game. Anderson drives to the hoop strong, gets it to go for 2. Fay with it. Tacker. Williams kick out. Now Fay. Pelican Rapids just working the clock now.
Yep, just spreading it, 5 out. Just keep moving it. Pelican going to try to keep it in Guler's hand. Force the foul.
Nice cut there by Williams out to Guler. Now to Fay. Fay looked at it and then moved it around. And now a foul by Melvin on Williams. Thing is, right now for this Pelican squad, whoever you foul, they've been hitting at the line tonight.
Yeah, they really have been finishing there. All around, Pelicans just played a great game. You know, we talked about it in the pregame that they came into this game after beating Perham by 30, knowing it probably wasn't going to be that outcome, but they wanted to do whatever it took to win, and they've done that through second chance points, hustle plays, defensively just pushing Perham out of their offense all night. So hats off to Pelican. We'll see what happens here in the last minute 40. There's been some miracles in this place, even this year, but we'll see if that can happen here tonight.
Home with it. Now to Melvin. Soren Anderson into the lane. Drives. Shot is good for 2. Now Guler hands it off Williams to the floor. Now the Yellowjackets get it. Down by 9. Ohm up to head to Belka. Belka to Ohm. They close on him, but Anderson will take a 3. And that one's good. Cuts it to 6 with a minute to go. Now a tied up Guler, and he gets away and is fouled.
Ooh.
Looking for the jump ball for the Yellowjackets.
Yeah, Guler kind of pivoted right into Alex Holm, and it looked like a quick tie-up, but doesn't go that way. So Guler, no stranger to the line here tonight, and go back there again.
Awfully quiet for the visiting shooter as the free throw's no good though.
Misses this one. It's a 2-possession game.
And he gets that one to go.
That's a big shot to stretch it now to a 3-possession game. Just a matter of math here, how many opportunities Perham's going to get.
We got a timeout on the floor. Vikings lead by 7. We'll take a break.
When everything is in one place, it's easier to stay focused on your own life. At Central Minnesota Credit Union, we've streamlined our financial tools to ensure you have everything you need all under one roof. Whether you're starting a family, starting a business, or buying a home, CMCU is here to be a trusted financial partner. CMCU offers free checking options and a network of financial experts. Because when everything is in one place, it's easier to stay focused on your own life.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Ready? Welcome back here to the Hive. 109 to go in this contest. 58-51 in favor of the Vikings. Yellowjacket basketball to the timeouts.
Well, no big secret here. 109 to go, 3-possession game. Perham's got to score quickly and then hope for try to force a turnover. If they don't get it, then they need to put Pelican back at the line and hope they start to miss a few, which they haven't shown tonight.
Home with it. Backdoor for the lob for Anderson's good for 2. Cuts it to 5. And now a foul right away. That's on Ohm.
That whistle blew before the ball was even to Mr. Guler, and I think that's what Coach Cressup's a little upset with here. Maybe anticipated that foul coming. Alex Ohm's going to foul out with it. Checking in the first time is Austin Onenson. Welcome to the game.
And Guler at the line. It's the first to drop. Makes it back to a 6-point game. And now it's back to 7.
Yeah, so about 10 seconds went off the clock. We're back to the same situation. 3-possession game.
Okay, to Thompson. Thompson drives and stepped out of bounds on the baseline. And that has a feeling that that might almost seal things.
Yeah, that's going to make it pretty difficult. Oh.
A loose ball here, and now Ecker gets it. Tollywood quickly up ahead to Williams. And Williams, heady play there to dribble it back out. And now the foul comes to Fay.
Yeah, and that's kind of been the story of the night. That's happened 3 or 4 times here where it looked like it was going to be a turnover and it ended up going towards Pelican. Heady play there by Williams. You know, he had in the course of a regular game, he's going to go up and try to score there, but he knows 3 possessions, 42 seconds. Take that ball out top.
Free throw no good. With 42.2 to go. Fay to shoot the second. That one's no good. Rebound tapped around, but the Vikings with another hustle play get it. And now Guler to Tollerud. The Vikings will get fouled. That's Tollerud. Will go to shoot 2.
Well, Pelican hasn't given Perm too many chances, but the few that they have, like off of a missed free throw, they just can't secure the defensive rebound, and Pelican's able to chew another 10, 15 seconds off and go back to the line.
And that one drops for Tollerud. That one's good as well. Thorne Anderson brings it up court. Now Thompson in the lane. Thompson nice through, left hand good. And a stoppage. The Yellowjackets use their final timeout. They trailed by 7 with 23.9 seconds to go. And the Yellowjackets rolled ahead. Doesn't get really any easier for the Yellowjackets as you have Pequot Lakes and then DGF coming up this week.
Yeah, tough week, obviously, and then the next week and the next week doesn't get any easier. And you look at Pelican's schedule, they've got a makeup game with DGF that I think is to be determined still. That looms large for them for both conference as well as section. And you know, you look at Pelican where they're sitting. If they finish this out here like it looks like they will, they're going to jump up in the QR off and maybe make up some of the ground they lost with that East Grand Forks loss. So at the end of the day, we said it earlier, there's going to be 9-10 teams here that have a shot at winning a section title, and Pelican's certainly on that list.
It's going to be a unique March Madness tournament this year, especially in Section 8AA, because you can throw a lot of these names in the hat and see who comes out.
Yeah, you look at East Grand Forks, 9-19, leading by 26. Pelican cut it to single digits late in the game, but that just tells you the top to bottom strength of 8AA boys basketball this year.
QRF, you know, you look, it's also how your opponents do. We talked about it earlier. Esco with that big win over Cloquet tonight. The reason why it ends up being a big game is the 2A against 3A.
Yep.
As FIA goes to the line.
And that's what's just changed so much. You know, 10, 15 years ago, it came down to the coaches getting together and they put together how they seeded, and then at the end of the day, that's where it came down to, is what the coaches thought. Now, QRF, all season long, you're tracking where you are, and it really gets critical here in the last couple of weeks with these last 6-7 games remaining on schedules.
Belko with it. Spins, shot blocked. Kind of a nice exclamation point there for Ecker and the Vikings on that one.
Yeah, and that's just Pelican's length. You know, every time Marcus or Alex Ohm or others, some of the shorter guards for Perm got in the lane, they're met with 6'4" and long arms.
Anderson for the layup. Pelican will take the timeout with 7.8 seconds to go. We'll make sure to stay tuned for our post-game show. We'll name our United Community Bank player of the game, as well as our My CMCU Central Minnesota Credit Union moment of the game. And Timmy Guler's really putting his name into that one.
Yeah, I mean, Pelican's got a couple of kids that got to be in contention for it, but just the way he's kind of led. And I mentioned it earlier, coming out of the locker room, you looked at him, you knew that he wanted to get going, and he could just feel it. And he's done a little bit of everything for him tonight. He's continued to attack. He's knocked down free throws at the end. And I think his teammates kind of feed off of his energy. They're not backing down by any means.
And Ian Fay had the end of that first half, I thought, was really key. It was close. The Yellowjackets were closing, and he went on a little bit of a run. He hit the three, he had the dunk, and that was really, I thought, a big 30-second stretch for the Vikings.
It was. That was with a minute to go before half. I think Perham had gotten it down to 1 or 3 at the time, and he comes up with 5 points off of a dunk and a 3 and really kind of stretched. And I think it kind of set the tempo as they went into the locker room.
7.8 seconds to go. The Vikings look to improve to 7-1 in the Heart of the Lakes Conference. The Yellowjackets still putting pressure on him inbound. Belka leaps up, Fay saves it, throws it to the hoop, goes to Thompson, and he lays it in for 2. And that will do it. The Yellowjackets fall by a score of 64-59. As tonight, the Pelican Rapids Vikings improve to 15-5 overall and 7-1 in the Heart of the Lakes Conference. The Yellowjackets drop to 10-7 and 5-3 in the Heart of the Lakes. We'll take a quick timeout, come back, and wrap things up here from the Hive on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
Hi, I'm Trevor Seaman with United Community Bank, and today we're down at the Gathering Grounds, joined with Ashley Clifton.
Hello.
Ashley, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
What's the best part for you about working with United Community Bank?
Besides just that they believed in me and kind of took a chance on me and helped me get it all together, I think what's more is that they really do support the community. They come in the store all the time. They don't just give us business, but they, encourage our business, buy gift cards in the winter when we're slower to give to other, locals and businesses. So it's just really inspirational for me.
Cabro Metalworks in Rossay offers machining, fabrication, and design services from CNC plasma cutting, precision forming and welding to prototype and CAD design. Cabro Metalworks can assist you with almost any project. Family owned and operated, Cabro Metalworks has a passion for metalworking and makes customer satisfaction its #1 priority. Whether you're a large corporation or an individual with a sketch design on a napkin, Cabro Metalworks can meet your needs from concept to the final product. Call 218-329-5990 or visit cabrometalworks.com today.
Jake, no video games till your homework's done, bud.
It is done, Mom. What about your homework?
My homework?
Arvik donates $1 from our internet payment each month. Helps buy technology for my classroom. Computers, tablets, stuff that wasn't invented when you were in school.
Haha, good one.
It's free.
School partnership program. That's an easy assignment.
I can see it now. Video games for every student.
You ready to rock?
Yep.
Well, welcome back here to the Hive as we put the finishing touches on this one on the Stein Seed postgame show. We thank you for tuning in tonight as the Pelican Rapids Vikings earn a 64-59 victory over the Perham Yellowjackets. And tonight, Mitch, an outstanding effort from the beginning to end for Pelican Rapids. Really just kind of took advantage of some of those key hustle plays, and those second chance opportunities really helped them tonight.
Yeah, it was all night long. You know, anytime they needed a stop, they got one. And a lot of their points came off of second chance points, taking advantage of Perham missing box out or just odd plays that just kind of went their way tonight. So, you know, I think they came in the gym here tonight really wanting to get two. Certainly a different outcome as far as the spread from the first game, so Perham can, you know, look, I guess, fondly at that. But at the end of the day, Pelicans 2-0 against Perham this year.
Leading the way was Timmy Guler for Pelican Rapids. He finished with 23 points. Ian Fay finishes with 19. Hunter Williams with 12. And then it was 5 for Tanner Tollerud and then 1 for Braden Ecker in the contest tonight for Pelican Rapids. And that'll lead into our United Community Bank player of the game. And it's going to be Timmy Guler. Just the things that he did on the floor tonight for the Vikings just really stood out.
Yeah, you know, defensively, he was all over the floor. Finished with 23, led him in scoring. But I think probably most importantly, I think he just kind of set the tone for the Vikings tonight. His teammates kind of followed his lead. You can see why he's the quarterback on the football team. He just had that look in his eye and made plays when they needed to, kept attacking, took care of the ball, just did all the things that you want your point guard to do for you. And he did that tonight in a great fashion.
And our My CMCU moment of the game, it's going to come at the end of that first half. It was a little run by Ian Fay. Threw down a nice dunk and then stepped out and hit a big three-pointer. At that point, I believe it was a 2 or 3 point game. It was close at the moment, and then Fay kind of had a big 5-point run there at the end of that first half.
Yeah, you know, it came right after Perham had one of their only small runs of the night. I think they had cut it from 9 or 10 down to 2 or 3. And then Fay kind of got lost on the backside, and his teammate was able to find him for a nice flush. And then next possession, he steps up and hits a huge 3. So that 2-point lead now becomes 7 as they go towards the locker room. So certainly a crucial part of the game.
And the Yellowjackets tonight were led by Soren Anderson, finished with 24 points, 17 of them coming in the second half. But for the most part, Pelican Rapids did a strong job on him, but they really made Soren Anderson work for his 24.
He really did. You know, he got off to a little slower start, which I think Pelican came in here wanting to establish that right away. And he chipped away, and Soren's a player. You know, he's going to burn you from deep if you leave him open. He's developed a real nice drive, and he was finishing, but in the end, it wasn't enough, and Pelican comes out with another win.
Micah Thompson finishes with 12. Chaz Melvin with 10. 7 on the board for Alex Holm. 3 each for Marcus Belka and Josh Peterson. With the loss, the Yellowjackets dropped to 10-7, 5-3 in the Heart of the Lakes Conference. With the victory, Pelican Rapids improves to 15-5 and 7-1 and closes ground on DGF in the Heart of the Lakes Conference standings. They're both equal in that loss column.
With a game coming up head-to-head, so that might be the conference title game. So I don't know if that at DGF or at Pelican, but I would expect a nice crowd on hand for that one. And like I said, that could be determined who wins the conference.
The first time those two teams played, it was a DGF victory, 71-63 earlier in the season. It'll be interesting to see how matchup number 2 goes for those two squads. But the Yellowjackets, they don't have much time to turn around, and they get ready to take on a very strong Pequot Lakes team on Thursday night.
Yeah, you know, their schedule all year long has been that way, and you know, the hope is that prepares you for tough situations. You know, they walk out of the gym here tonight disappointed with a loss, but this is a playoff type of atmosphere, a close game. They got to learn from it. You know, you got to eliminate the mistakes. You got to box out. You can't give second chance points. So there's certainly a lot of things that they can take away from this. And the nice part about high school basketball is you don't have to wait long to get back out and play. And they'll get a chance to do that on Thursday. And like we said earlier, hopefully weather permitting Friday as well, with 2 big ones with Pequot and DGF. So it's going to be a fun ride.
Well, Mitch, thank you for hopping on board tonight.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
All right, well, I thank Mitch Anderson, Jason Groth. The Yellowjackets drop a 64-59 decision tonight to Pelican Rapids. We thank you for watching tonight on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network.